Assalamu alaikum students. I welcome you all in the class. Today we'll study a poem from the literature section of your book, and that is Once Upon a Time from class 12 English literature. Actually, this Once Upon a Time is the first poem in your literature, beautifully scripted by a Niger poet, Gabriel Ukara, in which he, with the help of satire, ridiculed the artificiality of modern life. So I'll read out the poem for you first and later come to its explanation. So let's begin. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth. Search behind my shadow. There was a time, indeed, they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts, while the left hand search my empty pockets. Feel at home, come again, they say, and when I come again and feel at home once, twice, there will be no thrice, for then I found doors shut on me. So I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses, home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, with all their confirming smiles, like a fixed portrait smile. And I have learned too to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance, to say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it's been nice talking to you after being bored. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be. When I was like you, I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh, for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. So show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile. Once upon a time when I was like you, by Gabriel Okara. So once upon a time is about a father teaching his son regarding the dangers of fake friends and how times have changed. Actually, it infers that it used to happen by the use of word now, because it shows that in the present tense it doesn't happen anymore because they have grown up. अपने बेटे से मुखातिब होके कहता है कि जो कुछ भी अब हो रहा है ही इज़ नॉट हैप्पी विद दैट, एंड जो पास्ट में हो चुका है अब वो कभी हो नहीं सकता बिकॉज अब हम बड़े हो चुके हैं. It also, the poet also signifies an emotion of disappointment through this poem. वो हमें ये बताना चाहता है that he wished he had learned earlier on how to put on a fake smile. हम कैसे जब अपने फ्रेंड से मिलते हैं या किसी और पर्सन से मिलते हैं तो हमारी जो स्माइल होती है, हमारा जो ग्रीटिंग होता है उनके सामने, तो दैट्स ऑल फेक when we deal with people that don't want to be his friend. So it's all about that. The poem has mixed feelings of childhood, regret and innocence. And the child in the poem जो है वो एक symbol है of innocence, purity, enthusiasm, happiness and actually the genuineness lacking जो है वो society में जो हम नहीं देख पा रहे हैं, असल में ये सब वही है. दरअसल जो ये वंस अपॉन अ टाइम है ये एक फ्री वर्स पोइम है जो कि फोकस करता है ऑन फादर्स एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स द कल्चरल चेंज एंड टाइम्स पास्ट, पुराने ज़माने में और अब जो कि चेंज आया है हमारे कल्चर में बिफोर द इनकमिंग वेस्टर्न कल्चर अफेक्टेड द नेटिव अफ्रीकन वे ऑफ लाइफ. क्योंकि ये जो पोइट है ही इज़ फ्रॉम नाइजीरिया, द अफ्रीकन कंट्री, तो ये वहाँ का जो है लाइफ वो एड्रेस कर रहा है. और इस पोइम में जो प्रिज्यूमेबली फादर जो है वो एड्रेस कर रहा है द बेटे को अपने, एंड टेलिंग हिम रादर नॉस्टैल्जिक मैनर कि कैसे थिंग्स how things used to be. People were different back then and more genuine it seemed, and that is what the speaker जो है poem का would like to do now. return to the restored world, and if he can only learn from the youngster. Back then people weren't after your money. तब के ज़माने में जो है लोग वो पैसे के पीछे नहीं भागते थे. They could look into your eye and smile, real smiles. तब की जो smiles होती थी, जो greetings होती थी, जो आपके साथ बातचीत होती थी, वो that was real. That came directly from your heart. But nowadays, although the smiling teeth are on show and they'll shake your hand and they want to know is your actually financial status क्या है. And so the poem progresses. Early stanzas में भी ये reveal होता है कि more of the negative changes हैं that have occurred during the father's lifetime. तब भी कुछ नेगेटिवनेस हुई है. ही इज़ ओल्ड इनफ टू हैव वॉच्ड डिसेंट ह्यूमन स्टैंडर्ड्स एंड जो भी मतलब टुगेदर विद कैपिटलिज्म जो तब ज़्यादा प्रेवलेंट था वो दैट हैज़ ग्रेजुअली टुक ओवर. सो हेयर द स्पीकर वांट्स टू रीलर्न फ्रॉम एज द येट अनटेंटेड सन. अपने बेटे से वो लर्न करना चाहता है दैट हाउ टू लव एंड बी जेन्युइन अगेन. इट्स रादर अ पैथेटिक प्ली कमिंग फ्रॉम द अडल्ट टू यंगस्टर. यूजुअली हम देखते हैं कि बच्चा जो है वो अपने बड़े से सीखता है, बट हेयर इन दिस पॉइंट द अडल्ट वांट्स टू लर्न टू हाउ टू बी अ रियल हैप्पी पर्सन फ्रॉम हिज सन. सो इट हैज़ बिकम अ पैथेटिक प्ली फॉर what can the son realistically do for his father. जिससे कि ये देखना चाहता है कि क्या वो सन जो है कैन द क्लॉक्स बी पुट बैक. क्या वो अपने जो है पुराने टाइम को वापस ला सकता है. क्या जो सन है वो इतना कर सकता है. कैन एन एंशंट कल्चर बी रिट्रीव फ्रॉम एन ओवरवेलमिंग मॉडर्न कल्चर. क्या ये सब चीज़ें, ये सब सलाहियतें बच्चे में हो सकती है कि वो अपने फादर को ये सब कुछ दे सके. Perhaps the tone is ironic क्योंकि speaker जो है वो deep inside the heart ये जानता है, ये जान चुका है that he will never gain that purity. He won't be able to turn back time and relive life as a transformed person. So that's why the title could be from a fairy tale. The speaker's wishes are just a fantasy, while in actually he knew कि वो ये सब वापस नहीं ला सकता है. So जो ये Gabriel Okara है, he is considered to be one of the first modern African poets who जो कि नाइजीरिया में पैदा हुआ है. He uses folklore, religion, myth और social issues का ज़्यादातर इस्तेमाल करता है अपनी poetry और अपनी language में. His work first appeared in the magazine Black Orpheus from 1957 और इसने बहुत सारी books लिखी हैं जो कि बहुत काफ़ी ज़्यादा famous भी हो चुकी हैं. So now I will give you an analysis of the Once Upon a Time stanza by stanza थोड़ा बहुत such that you could be able to understand it from start to end. First stanza में जो है that lines from first stanza suggest that जो कि ये poem है it's going to be based on a story kind of a fairy tale जिसमें कि स्पीकर जो है वो अपने सन से एड्रेस करता है दैट दिस कुड वेल बी अ फादर बिगिनिंग टू एक्सप्लेन हाउ थिंग्स यूज टू बी. पहले ज़माने में कैसा मतलब कॉन्ट्रास्ट में बता रहा है कि पास्ट और फ्यूचर का या प्रेजेंट का हाउ पीपल यूज टू लॉफ विद देयर हार्ट्स एंड आइज बैक इन द पास्ट एंड इन कंट्रास्ट नाउअडेज लॉफ्टर इज मोर ऑफ अ शो ऑफ टीथ. बस सिर्फ दांत दिखाना है, अदरवाइज यू आर नॉट हैप्पी एट हार्ट, यू आर नॉट कंटेंटेड, यू डोंट वांट that interest, you are not interested in the opposite person. So eyes are cold and looking for something other than the real person. So this is what is first stanza. Now moving on to the second stanza, the art of shaking hands. अब यहाँ पे हमें पॉइंट बताते हैं कि हम कैसे अपने जो ग्रीड जिनको हम कर रहे हैं या जिनसे हम मिल रहे हैं उनके साथ हम कैसे हैंड शेक करते थे, वो भी चेंज हुआ है. इन पास्ट अ ग्रीटिंग वॉज जेन्युइन, अ पर्सन वेलकम फ्रॉम हु दे आर, हु दे वर. वो जैसे भी थे तो पीपल जो है वो बड़े दिल से अच्छे से मुखातिब होते थे उनसे एंड दे जेन्युइनली वेलकम्ड विद ग्रेट हार्ट. But now people shake hands with one eye on your status and your financial status. People are no longer genuinely warm towards others. People are on the people are on the make wanting to get something from you. Now third stanza, people invite you around their homes, making out as if you are important to them. But if you don't measure up socially or your status isn't quite right, you are not invited again. ये तो जाहिर सी बात है कि आजकल अगर हम लोग जो हैं एक दूसरे के फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस के पीछे हैं, तो इफ़ दे फाइंड यू दैट यू आर नॉट फाइनेंशियली साउंड दे विल नेवर इन्वाइट यू. So this alienation continues. People nowadays are artificial and fickle because of the change in culture. Now fourth stanza goes like कि जो speaker है उसका perception जो है कि जो culture change हो रहा है and attitudes and values in his country. So he describes how the speaker himself had to change and learn in order to comply. मतलब यहाँ पे he admits कि we have to change with the time. So we cannot be a past person. He uses a comparison faces to dresses to highlight the various personas he took on and all the while smiling. ये सब कुछ उसको दिखावे के लिए करना है. The repeated use of face affixed to various places and situation is highly visual. Now coming to the fifth stanza, he also has become adept at the heartless handshake and a hollow toothy smile. Plus he knows how to deceive people with his farewells and welcomes and false politeness. तो यहाँ पे जो poet है, he is well aware of that and he has become adapted. He has already adapted himself to all this artificiality. So basically he's saying that he has become an integral part of this new culture. It has been quite an education for him as well. Sixth stanza, he's not happy being a conformist. He wants to regain a former innocence and the youngster still holds. उसको ऐसा लगता है. And that's why he wanted to learn from the youngsters. He wants no part of this new culture and all these muting things. जैसे कि मतलब to deaden in this context कि चलो इसी flow में चलना है and like dead fish flows with the sea, like he don't want to flow with that. When what he wants most is to be able to laugh in the innocence again. He likens himself to a snake. His teeth hold something toxic. उसे लगता है कि अगर वो smile नहीं कर रहा है with all his heart, then that is even more dangerous. Seventh stanza, he comes clean. He wants the sun to show him how to regain this lost innocence. वो फिर से वो सीखना चाहता है कि how to laugh and smile like in the old days when he was young and carefree. And the culture encouraged openness and honesty, pure identity. So it's all like that. The poet has also beautifully used the poetic device or literary device which we say like alliteration, जहाँ पे two or more words जो हैं they are close together in a line begin with the same consonant, creating different sound textures like hands without hearts, these muting things. So show me sun when I was. और assonance का भी इस्तेमाल किया है जहाँ पे दो words या दो से ज़्यादा words are close together in a line and have similar sounding vowels. ऊपर alliteration है consonants and assonance है vowels. Upon a time sun like a fixed portrait smile was like you I want. और उसने similes का भी ये किया है जहाँ पे वो compare करता है one thing to a different thing using the words like I have learned to wear many faces like dresses with all their confirming smiles like a fixed portrait smile like a snake's bare fangs. Compare किया है अपनी हंसी के साथ with snake's bare fangs. So he has used many poetic devices as well. So beautiful poem. I hope that you enjoyed the poem. You will definitely remember this. See you in the next class. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.